What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. What's going on with you?
All right, there we go. I can't hear you now.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Thursday's down, man. One more day closer to this weekend.
Yeah, man. It's this weekend. It's coming up fast, dude. Because tomorrow I'm going with like my brother and my sister and all of our kids. We're going to a WNBA game,
Mm-hmm.
so that one should be cool. Like we get to. That's the cool thing about like the WNBA right now, because you can just kind of go out. I mean, it's not as many people. It's still not as many people. And so, like, we get to go out there and say, give high fives to the players when they come on. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a cool deal.
What's going on, Chad Hero? Tom, good to have y'all in here. So, man, I'm still getting used to all this, man, the streaming and everything, trying to like figure out the software and everything.
Yeah, man, it's different. It's different. Yeah. What's up, Chat Hero? Leprechaun of NOFC. Um, yeah, this whole streaming thing, it's an adventure. I mean, like me and Frankie, like when he started going live, well, we started going at the same time. He just said it like one day, like, dude, I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. And he ain't stopped. So it's
What's up, Leprechaun? By the way, I know I didn't speak.
it's
But
different.
yeah, give it a few minutes and then we can start just going through the card, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of funny that Raul Rosas is opening up the card and he's already been on the main card.
It's kind of backwards. I
Yeah.
mean, he should be like. I would have thought that he'd have been at least, yeah, opening up the main card like that
Mm-hmm.
for because of what event this is. I feel like
Yep.
that Chad Hero talking about he's switching to Marab. All right,
Really, Chad Hero. Really. Interesting. Interesting. Well, my official pick is with Sugar. What about you?
man, I'm going sugar. I'm going sugar
Yeah.
for sure. Dang, MMA holes, the MMA holes.
Yo, what's going on, MMA hoes?
That's man, yeah, buying a barn. My house buying.
MMA hoes, you know Beast Mode is definitely buying, man.
I
Bro,
knew it
I'm
was coming.
sorry.
I knew it was
Bro,
coming.
like when you was on here, like I went live like a day or two later and it was like, bro, where Marshawn at? Bro, I lost it. I lost it.
That's hey man, that new thing that he gonna have on ESPN, where he's going right. Like I think he starts in Cuba. He's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
traveling. They're gonna be recording it. Like it's gonna be hilarious. I think
What's
it's gonna be
going
good.
on? What's going on, Torian? Frankie, we actually just were talking about your musical. What's going on?
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about you, Frankie. Yeah, musical was popping, bro. Um, yeah, Frankie. We were talking about the whole doing live chats and stuff like that. Like how me and you started doing it. That like one day you were just, I think I'm just going. You weren't expecting nobody to show up, and then now one of the hottest streams out there.
Chris Gray already starting Snoop Lynch, my new favorite duo.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh man. So I guess we got 12 people in. We can go ahead and start talking about the card. So the first fight we got Raul Rosas versus Aruchi Lane. What you got?
Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, like I honestly think, man, Raul Rosas just gonna manhandle him with Aruchi Lane's first fight. I think it's his first fight at bantamweight, coming up from flyweight. And yeah, I think Raul Rosas in the first round, like that pressure and that pace, it reminds me a lot of like Hamza in the first round.
For sure. Yeah, no, I feel the same way. Like that dude, he's got grown man strength, and he ain't a grown man yet. Not a real grown man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he stays at this weight class neither. I think he's going to eventually start to have some issues because he's a big boy for that weight class.
Yeah.
So, but for this fight, like he does whatever he wants to do to that man.
Straight up, just manhandling. Like I don't know if I think it was Aruchi Lane. He had one fight where he got knocked out so brutally, where when they got him back up, he thought the fight was about to restart.
Nah, man, I said this in another stream earlier in the week. I don't trust nobody with one name. You got to come with I need two names.
Yeah,
come with two names.
Yeah, I feel
you come with one name, I'm like, nah, you trying to be a pop star or something. Like, they ain't gonna work there.
Yeah, I actually think the next fight though is gonna be a banger. The Edgar Chairez Joshua Van fight.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Yeah. How you feeling on that
one? That one's so difficult because before Joshua Van got knocked out by Charles Johnson, like I was on the hype train for sure. But but once he got knocked out by a dude with a skullet, I was like, I don't know if I can rock with you no more.
Yeah,
that's kind of disrespectful a little bit. So I think I got to go with Chairez on this one, just because, you know what I'm saying? Because Chairez, like he's got that Mexican dog in him, and I feel like I think it's gonna get rough for a little bit because Van does got power. He got some serious power, but Chairez is not gonna go away, and then that's when things are gonna start to fade for Van, and that sucks too because I really had high hopes for him.
Yeah, and then didn't he take the fight with Johnson on short notice?
He may have, or no, it may have been Johnson that filled in. It may have been Johnson that was short notice.
Okay, and bro, that was a month and 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's got a 6-inch reach disadvantage in this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked him, and musical, you're definitely right. He definitely is undersized for flyweight, which is wild to say.
He needs to be fighting at atom weight.
Atom weight, yeah, like that's crazy, bro. That is truly crazy. Sad to say, only fights on UFC 306 that's worth watching is T-City Lopes. I know what you mean. Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes, and of course the main event. Yeah, Torian, like for real, like this Chairez Van fight gonna be kind of fun too. Low key, keep your eye on it.
Now, there's a lot of good fights on this card. There really are, to me at least. I mean, there's some ones that could be terrible, and Frankie's gonna laugh when I say this, but like the Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont one, like that has a possibility of not being great, but it won't be Aldana's fault because remember I've said this before. Like I said, I don't even know how long ago it was. I said something bad about Aldana's fight, and it was her against somebody, and it was a crazy fight.
Karen Rosa, that was the fight.
That was the one. I had to eat my words.
I was at 296, and before that fight started, I was like, here we go. Like, we got to get through this. And bro, that fight was amazing, dog. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So I'm never saying anything bad ever again about Aldana. Ever.
Yeah.
But if that fight is boring, we know who the reason is.
Yeah,
I like Norma Dumont. It's probably for the wrong reasons, but I like Norma Dumont.
Hey, I'm right there with you because pretty much in all her fights, dude, she just live in the clinch. Just try to get in the clinch nonstop.
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
ask Chris about United versus Liverpool. I don't even know anything about the soccer. I
I don't
couldn't
know,
even
but
tell you anything.
I think I heard that somebody was doing a live stream for that. So I don't know. I haven't followed it today, but I mean, obviously, Man U against Liverpool. That's a big game.
Yeah, that I do know. That's about all I know about it, though.
Yeah.
Is the press conference not for another 6 hours? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me see. I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's look that up.
Let's see.
Yeah, for real. That's crazy being so late.
Yeah, it is wild. I don't know. But you know what? Like, who on the card is who at the press conference is going to say something that's going to be entertaining? Like to me, and
Yeah,
I'm a
you
Sean
got a point.
fan. I'm a
You
big
got a
Sean
point.
fan, but he ain't witty or clever like that. He's really not.
Honestly, I think the fight that might do a little something on the mic is going to be Grasso Shevchenko. Just because they've been in there twice, they did the Ultimate Fighter, they've been around each other so much. And then Valentina feels like she got robbed in the second fight. So I feel like if any pairing, like there will be anything, it'll be those two.
Nah, musical. You probably might as well go to sleep. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. This ain't the one. And I'm so out on pressers anyway. Like,
Yeah.
since we don't, I mean, I can't think of anybody who's witty enough. I mean, ironically, DDP, did have some good
Mm-hmm.
comebacks, making people cry and stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
outside him, I can't think of anybody that's really been witty enough to make me really want to see these pressers outside of DDP, Kobe being a train wreck.
Yeah.
That's about it.
For real. O'Malley needs to arrive in a wheelchair, a fat suit, and a beanie and declare war on Georgia. I'm curious if Mirab's gonna come out in like some Mexican ensemble because
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think it was like 298 or something like that where he came out with like the Mexican flag or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He's got. I mean, if he's gonna lean in, this is the time to do it.
Yeah. So then the next fight is Yasmin Yargi against Caitlin Souza.
This is a showcase fight for Yasmin.
Yep.
That's. I feel like Caitlin Souza, didn't she? In her last fight, did she get her arm broken or something like that?
Nah, she won her last fight. I think you're talking about the one before that when she fought Karen Silver.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
But nah, man, this is Yasmin's time to really showcase who she is on a big card. Because Caitlin Souza, she ain't got nothing for her.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you. Like when I did my little breakdown, when I got to this fight, I was like, yeah, I'm going with Yasmin. I mean, that's pretty much all I need. What's going on, Anakin? See you in here. How about Yasmin's her UFC debut when they were like hyping her up so much and then she got like KO'd in like a minute into the fight? I was like, no.
Yeah, they was drinking the Kool-Aid on that one.
And then low key, the next fight, bro, is like one I am really looking forward to. Manuel Torres, Ignacio Bahamondes.
Yes,
I'm really looking forward to this.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, I don't know how Bahamondes makes the weight. 6'3", like that's he's huge for the division, and he's fighting a dude who's, I mean, he ain't small.
Exactly.
I mean, Torres ain't small.
Yeah, so, Torres 6 foot.
Like, dude, that's a scrap. Like that's gonna be a really. I mean, Toron was on the money. Like that's gonna be a really good fight. Yeah, and again, like I'm kind of leaning towards Bahamondes a little bit, but I wouldn't be mad at Torres winning. I don't care who wins this fight. I just know it's gonna be a good fight. But I lean towards Bahamondes because of the reach. in height. Even though his reach, like I don't think it's drastically different. I think it's probably like a 2 inch difference or something like that. But even when somebody's reach isn't longer, them being taller still gets their head away and they can hit you and you can't hit them.
Yeah.
So, but I lean a little bit towards him, but I wouldn't be surprised if Torres chins him. You never know.
Yeah, I'm actually on this one. I've been back and forth all week, but I'm leaning Torres on this, man. I mean, the reach advantage is 3 inches, but Torres is just a finisher. Dude he's got an 82% finish rate.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
and Bob Mundis, his finish rate is 55%. So, and then to me, I think he kind of got exposed a little bit in that Ludwig Klein fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was very much like on board with Bob, especially with how big he is for lightweight, man. Like that is crazy that he makes the weight. Maybe he need to Jalen Turner need to go do camp with him so
For
he
real.
can yeah.
For real. Like I think that fight against Ludwig Klein was less about Bahamandez, not being on the level, but more about Ludwig Klein being that good.
Yeah.
Like, dude is that special to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's gonna be a massive problem for the division once he gets rolling.
Yeah.
Did they musical like they retweeted the stream? Like that's what's up.
Really? Let me check that out. Let me go make sure I give that a like.
So the Sigmund chart says Ode Osborne's gonna K. Are you saying that he's gonna get KO'd or he's gonna KO whatchamacallit in that fight? Who's he fighting? Oh, Ronaldo Rodriguez. Jalen Turner. What's up, Ali?
Andre Johnson, who wins? Let's see. The Sigmund charge. Ode's gonna KO Ronaldo. Interesting.
That would be crazy because everybody's saying that he don't belong on the card.
Mm-hmm.
That it's a disgrace that he's there. He's the reason that the card is so bad and all that. Like, if he knocks him out, yeah, everybody's gonna eat a lot of words on that one for sure.
Yeah, I picked Ronaldo by submission in that fight. I do think though there's something to be said because I know Ode is pretty much fighting for his UFC career in that fight, honestly. So I know he's gonna have a fire lit up underneath him. That's for sure.
Yeah. He's getting some publicity that he hasn't gotten before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I saw him on Embedded. Do you watch the Embedded?
Of course, but what I do is I wait till like later in the week and I watch them all back to back. Like,
me and CJ, like we don't watch them individually. We got to watch them together.
Mm-hmm.
So we watching them afterwards. You're like, so what you think? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, he's it's a good way to kind of get ready for it, see what people are saying and all that. I like watching it during it, but like I understand why you would kind of just stack them up because it's like a little mini documentary when you do that.
Yep. And then on top of it, man, when they just go right into one another and it just builds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that. Because then some weeks like I'll forget to like I'll have stuff going on and I may not watch an episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just keep it going and then just watch a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Ruchi Lane gets taken down at will. Yes, he definitely does, especially with Raul Rosas.
Yeah, Raul gonna ragdoll that dude. It's not even gonna be fair.
Yeah, let's go to the next fight. Irene Aldana, Norma Dumont. This fight for me, I'm just like, Aldana, please keep it off the fence. Please stay out of the clinch. Because Norma Dumont is like a magnet, dude. She's just a heat-seeking missile to whoever she's fighting and just up against the cage in the clinch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't mind the camera angle, but yeah, that fighting style is just that's not it for me.
No. Nah, bro. Like it's I just don't I don't want to see that. And I guess it's more of a I hope she loses because I don't want to see that in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ali said he got Dumont by decision. Like it's not a bad shout. It's not. It
True.
really ain't. But I just don't want to see it. I really don't, man. The women's division's got enough problems. Then get somebody up there in the top 5 who ain't gonna do nothing but push them up again. Who basically it's the same fighting style that Kamaru Usman used when he fought Masvidal the first time.
Yep.
I'm waiting for her to break out them foot stomps. That's next. That's the next
all
evolution.
she needs. You're right.
Next
That's all she
evolution of her game.
Ribovitz and Zell Huber's a toughie. Same with Torres. Bought facts Sigma. Like I like both. I like all 4 of those fighters. I like Ribovitz, Zell Huber, and that Ribovitz Zell Huber fight. I think Zell Huber is gonna be touching Ribovitz because he gets hit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But Ribovitz is a dog, and he just keeps coming forward.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And I think this was going to make it exciting because he's willing to take a few to give a few, and I mean, obviously, he's got fight changing power, based on what he did to good old T-Rex.
Man, I just watched that fight a couple nights ago, bro. That KO is brutal.
It was embarrassing.
We need more fighters like Kayla Harrison in the women's divisions. Yeah, but you got to think there's only a handful of Kayla Harrisons walking around the planet.
When you say, Ali, that we need more fighters like Kayla Harrison, what do you mean? I need more information before I agree with you or disagree with you. Like, give me some more on that. Trey Ogden beat Zell Huber, who beat Bahamondes, or who Bahamondes beat. So bad MMA math.
MMA math. You know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. I guess that name wasn't so bad, huh, Frankie? Is the truth.
It's crazy because like I thought the name was cool.
I liked the name.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I liked it. I think that they were just kind of trolling him a little bit and talked him out of the name.
Yeah. I think they could see that they were getting to him a little bit, and it was starting to wear him down, and then they finally did it.
Entertaining, well-rounded fighters that can compete at the top level. I would agree with that if she was truly well-rounded.
Valid, because she's not
well-rounded.
She can get exposed on the feet. I think Larissa Pacheco showed that.
Yeah. That I agree with you. I agree with that part of it, but I don't think that she's well-rounded. Even though I think that her skills that she has are well enough to win the belt. She doesn't need to have hands like that to win the belt,
especially in that weight class too.
Yeah, she'll be the champion, but it's not gonna make the division exciting, in my opinion. Like that ain't it.
Yeah. A little off topic. I got a question for you because I know you're knowledgeable on it. The Larissa Pacheco Cyborg fight. What do you think about that?
First of all, I'm very excited for that fight. I'm glad that they put it together. They kind of had no choice. Her muscles are well-rounded. You're right about that.
Yeah.
But I think I really haven't seen a slippage from Cyborg's game. I really haven't.
Yeah.
And what she does well, she still does well. And I think that as long as she's able to keep it where she wants to keep it, I don't think that Pacheco can beat her. I think she's got the perfect type of game to beat those type of fighters.
Yeah.
But if Pacheco wins, the UFC is going to do whatever they can
to bring her back. Yep. Yeah. I forgot Joshua Van is on this card. Shara. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, that fight got some really good potential on it. Really good potential.
Yeah. Yeah, that fight got some juice to it for sure.
McKee versus Hughes.
Oh, is that
Bellator?
yeah.
Let's see.
There we go.
We got over here.
Yeah. Paul Hughes, AJ McKee, PFL tour. Yeah.
PFL tour.
I mean, I if I ain't busy, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be a good card. A good fight, not a good card. It's never a good card when it comes to PFL. Like, I can't remember a good card.
So
Even
I got.
even when even when they had all the champions on it, I didn't think it was a good card.
Yeah, I can. I feel like when I go over there, there's only a handful of people I actually like enjoy watching. And I think it might be because with PFL, there's no elbows.
Yeah.
And you'll just see so many fights in the clinch and nothing is happening. And I'm like, elbow. And I'm like, oh, I've got to remember there's no elbows.
Yeah.
Wish you would have gotten more name value on the main card like Yair or Moreno. Yeah, I was just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Completely agree. Like that Moreno Albazi fight should have been on this card.
Should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Yair against anybody, just name a featherweight would have been good.
Yep.
Like I feel like they could have gotten all of their Mexican champions outside of, obviously Kane, to be involved in this this lead up. If it's supposed to be like celebrating Mexican fighters and the heritage, you got to get them out there. You got to be parading them around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Why doesn't Data have any interest in doing stadiums? UFC could easily sell out ATT or Allegiant.
Well, that's a good question, but the reason is the logistics. Like when if you're going to do an event at AT&T, there's so much more that goes into that fight or goes into putting it together than it is a known commodity when he's doing an actual arena. He's used to doing arenas and he's used to how those logistics work. Because you got to keep in mind they got to pick up where they're at and go wherever that is and establish a foothold in that area to get that show going. And if it's such a big arena, such a big place, it'll be very similar to what the issues that they have going into this one, where they had to put more money into it, and everything is kind of, they don't know if it's going to work and not going to work. So like they can't. It's tough. That's really tough to do.
Yeah. And then on top of it, like I think you got to have the right card, the right people on it to really like sell it out. But I will say this though, I think something like that could work in their advantage because they could sell the tickets for cheaper because they're going to sell way more tickets. So that might actually help them out as far as if we imagine like a big fight card in a massive stadium, but the tickets are really cheap. They probably could get like a really big turnout for that probably.
True. They can do it. It's possible. Plus, I know they don't want to do any open air stadiums because can't control weather. That's one of the few things that Dana can't control.
Yep. Michelle Pereira versus Fluffy would have been good. Would have been better on 306. What is that? Is that a fight night main event?
Yeah, I think
or
so.
Is it okay? I thought they got moved. That was on one card and then got moved. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely would have been better on 306 though. That's for sure. Let's see where we at in the chat.
Peyton Talbot anywhere is going to be like he's getting a lot of steam. Like him being on any card is going to be big.
Yep.
I don't know who he fights next, but hopefully it's somebody who's not ranked, to be honest. Like the reason why it's not because I don't think that he can beat a ranked fighter is because I feel like you get him to fight somebody else who is on not ranked and that he can be favored against, build him up a little bit more, then throw him into the rankings.
Yeah, I think he needs that O'Malley treatment for a little bit longer. Let's see. Talbot needs more bums to be fed, so he appears to be good just so he gets humbled by Munoz.
He better not get humbled by Munoz.
What's next for Sean if he beats Merab on Saturday? Umar Nurmagomedov for me.
Easy.
Umar has to be Umar. Like, I'm not buying that he go up to featherweight to fight Ilyas Topuria. I'm not buying that.
Man, so I did that video, that Sean O'Malley video, where I laid out the blueprint for him to get to GOAT status. Like, so Umar's next.
Yep.
After that, it's going to be whoever makes his way out of this little threesome of Figgy, Sandhagen, and Jan. More than likely, I feel like it'll be Peter Yan. And so now they can build that as the rematch, and it'll be a pretty decently sized fight because a lot of people think that he lost that fight. So there's the controversy, and now you can build your name even more. So now it's literally the Cheeto fight on steroids.
Yep. So does that mean you got Sugar over Umar?
No. I would favor Umar.
Okay.
But I would want Sean to win.
You want O'Malley to win. I got you. I feel you. I personally think O'Malley Umar could be a really good I think it could be a bigger fight than probably what a lot of people think. I know Umar isn't really a star, but that last name is going to bring some people in, period. You know? I think Umar has the best chance to beat Sean right now. Facts. I agree with that 100%.
He does. I also hate that we haven't gotten the Sandhagen fight. Like, I want to see Sean and Sandhagen fight. Like, I think it'd be an interesting fight. Now, it could be boring. It could be, Corey turning into D1 Corey.
Yep.
But I still, if he strikes with him, I think it would be an interesting fight.
Yeah, for sure. Because I can see all the feints, all the stance switches from both of them. I think that would be like a chess match on the feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does. I think O'Malley versus Merab is going to end round 1. Really?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Umar does have good stand-up. You're right.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Those kicks, bro, they so fast. Especially his lead leg.
Yeah, he gets that thing up there faster.
Let's see.
So which fight are we on?
We are on Ronaldo Rodriguez, Ode Osborne. But I mean, we've already talked about it. We can go to the next one. Daniel Zellhuber, Esteban Ribovitz. Yeah, this is a fight I'm very excited for right here.
Yeah, man. Dude, I'm on the Zellhuber train, man.
Same.
I'm leaning towards Zellhuber on that one. He's got a crazy reach advantage on it too.
Yep, 8 inches.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going with him. I feel like he stays on away from him, is able to kind of pepper him a little bit. It'll probably go to decision though.
Yeah, because Zellhuber doesn't have a lot of power.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, Rivers got a chin on him too.
Yeah. But I think the Zellhuber does the right thing and stays away.
Yep.
And runs to a victory.
Yeah, he fights long too. Like, he uses his jab really well, really well. I don't know about you, but that bothers me when I see like long strikers and they don't want to use their length. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you are taking away an advantage you already have. Round 3 Rivers might die.
It's possible, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that cardio is going to look like once they get there. Zellhuber can run forward and run backward all day.
Yep.
All day long.
And still reach Rivers.
Yeah, I ain't worried about him.
Yeah. And then the next fight, we got Brian T. City Ortega versus Diego Lopes.
Man. So we talked about this a little bit on that fight on the fight show yesterday when I was on. And so leading into this, like when they first rebooked it, I was like, all right, I guess it's time, huh? Lopez to take his place in the top 5. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, let me think about who Ortega has lost against. And if you think about it, he's only lost to champions.
Yeah. Volk, Max.
And Yair, but it was a shoulder injury.
Yeah. You're right.
He's only lost to champions. And out of those fights, only one of them stopped him. And Max had to punch him in the face 1,000 times to stop him.
True.
So
well, I'm going into this though, like what my thought process is like Ortega's moving up the lightweight. So I'm thinking the weight cut's gonna be kind of rough on him. Already just pulled out of a fight at 303. So how is that gonna affect his chin? And then we already know Lopez got dynamite in his hands when he hit guys clean. And Ortega gets hit a lot.
He does get hit a lot.
So I feel like if you put all that together, it could definitely lead to, some fireworks, that's for sure.
I think it'll be exciting. I mean, I think the obvious, if there's a finish by strikes, then it's going to be Lopez that wins. If it's a submission, it could be either one. If it goes the distance, it's going to be Brian. That's the way I see it. I don't know. I'm going to give Lopez a pass for him getting tired in the Ige fight because of the circumstances.
Yep.
So I'm not going to assume that his cardio has issues, but I do feel like Brian has a lot of experience that Diego doesn't have when it comes to this level of fighting. Diego's been in tons of fights, but at this level, it's a little bit different. And I think that Brian already has that in the bag, winning and losing. And both of them got dog in them, but has Lopez been tested like that? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I'm leaning Brian Ortega.
Okay. What's going on, Paradox? See you in here. Good to have you.
Paradox the Chad.
Yeah, I know Tori's a big Ortega guy. I'm actually curious to see what this fight looks like on the ground. Like I want to see them grapple for a little bit just to see how it plays out and what happens.
Yeah. I think that Brian Ortega has better wrestling than Lopez. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I think he has better wrestling. But Diego Lopez, he don't mind getting taken down
at all. And I mean, he going for submissions like as soon as he hit the ground, like he hunting submissions.
Yeah,
that's going to be a fun one for sure. And then we got the trilogy between Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko.
First of all, please, Lord, let this be the last fight between these two. I mean, I don't like it's nothing against them two. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
Let this be the last one. And I fear that if Valentina Shevchenko wins, let's say she wins by decision, is she are they gonna give Grasso another chance to get this belt back?
I don't think so. And the reason why is because Valentina got robbed in the second fight. Because round 5, if it's not a 10-8, Shevchenko wins the fight.
True. I mean, and Shevchenko is, she was a long reigning champion. To me, if you're talking about the Mount Rushmore of women's MMA, she on it.
Yep.
So I can understand, her getting these amount of chances, but I just don't want to see it again. I just want this to be definitive. Whoever wins, let's just put it to rest. And let the other one either not, fight fun fights or fight their way back. I just don't want to see it again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And then on top of it, we got a #1 contender as well, just waiting. Mano Fiore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. And then the winner of Rose and Blanchfield is probably right after that.
Yep. Aljo Mavsar fight winner fights Volk.
Please, Lord, no. Don't do that to me. I don't want to see either one of them. Like, it's nothing against them. It's just that's gonna it really will make the featherweight division a bit less entertaining. Yeah. There's more entertaining fighters there. To Paradox, yeah, I am on a little bit earlier. I used to stream at 3 p.m. here. But yeah, normally I stream like 4 hours from now. But man, I'm tired of my little one getting on the stream. And he will show up and run and jump and talk to me like I ain't got a camera in front of my face.
Yeah, Paradox. I don't think Blanchfield got fraud checked. I just think Fiore is just good.
She is good.
Yeah,
she's good.
Because I mean, Blanchfield was just going through everybody else until Mano. I think that Mavsar Aljo fight could be very boring potentially.
But I mean, who knows? Maybe it's entertaining because their boredom will cancel each other out.
True.
I don't know, but I'm not really sold on Aljo in this division. Anyway, he fought a dude that was still injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I said what I said about Calvin Kattar the other day, but to his defense, I still think that he was injured.
Yeah, he didn't really look like himself in the Aljo fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think Fiore probably will be champ at some point.
Is there anybody else at 125 I'm not thinking of for women's flyweight? What's the new Chinese girl? Wayne Kong? She's flyweight, right? Yeah, she is the yes.
They need to fast track her.
Yes.
If we fast tracking, that's the one you fast track.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like her a lot. That right hand was heavy.
Yeah.
And then we got the main event, people. Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili.
Man, I gotta go, Sean. Man, like I'm not off the train, man. I'm not off the hype train. I think that his takedown defense is going to be, as stellar as it has been. I think that Aljo is a better wrestler than Merab, but Merab has better cardio. What's up, baby Sharp?
What's up, Sharp?
But I think that the cardio that Merab shows, Sean is going to be able to take that away by the amount of punishment that he's going to be able to deal out. And he's shown that if you don't go away, he is very capable of beating your face in for rounds upon rounds upon rounds. We saw what he did against Chris Muitano.
Yep.
Like, he's able to do it. And if Merab sticks around, he will continue to beat his face in. So
I got a question for you. What if O'Malley goes for a kick in round 1? Let's say Merab catches the kick or O'Malley like slips and Merab ends up on top of him like early in the fight. I mean, it could definitely like affect them because that Merab ground and pound is vicious, especially in the Marlon Moraes fight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even though he got rocked and dropped in that fight as well.
Yeah. Like I don't discount his ability to do that or that to happen. Like, Sean has shown that he has terrible legs.
Mm-hmm.
His legs don't all work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible. It's possible. Mm-hmm. And Rob could do that. But I just feel like Sean he's progressed since he's had those injuries and those issues. I think he's got it figured out now.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think he's gonna find Merab's chin way too easy, way too frequently. And I think Merab is just there to be hit way too much.
Yeah, he can't do that against him.
Yeah, I mean, O'Malley's the biggest puncher in the division.
Yeah. That's true, Anakin. He got rocked by Henry. Henry ain't got that kind of power.
Yep.
He got some power. Now, Marlon Moraes, like, you know what Marlon Moraes is like? He like Damian Lillard. Like he got all kind of offense. Defense is trash. He just like that. But nah, I mean, I think that Sean's gonna find his chin. He'll stay safe, defend takedowns where he can, and get the job done.
Let me ask you this though: for Merab to win, how does he do it?
For Merab to win, it would be a dominant decision. Like he would wear him out. That's what he does. He would wear him out. Basically, what he did to Peter Yan, he had to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because towards the end of that fight, Peter Yan he had no interest in being there at all.
Nope. Bro, 49 takedown attempts or 48? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. It would have to be a very similar thing.
Yeah, that cardio is unreal. Have you ever seen that clip of Merab where like he goes underwater and swims like an entire like Olympic pool, bro?
Yes, dude's unreal.
Sean's slightly early stoppage is a good pick. Merab wins a decision or late TKO. I can see him breaking O'Malley badly if Merab wins, he's just got to break Sean badly.
Yeah. It's possible, but it ain't likely to me. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't see it either. If Merab was a little bigger and like the reach advantage wasn't 4 inches and all that, like I would be a little bit more on board, but O'Malley's striking and all the feints and then the footwork and the speed, I just think it's going to look a lot like the Cheeto fight.
Yeah. That's another person he fought that wouldn't go away. Like he's used to that sort of thing.
Yep.
Ortega's gonna break Lopes. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. I think it'll be a good fight. I don't know if he'll break him. Ortega can definitely win the fight. I don't know if he'll break him though. Low key Ortega addicted to Fortnite.
Dude, like he's right. Like he brought it up in on the you'll see it on Embedded.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, he loves Fortnite.
I want to know when we're gonna get the full backstory on him and Cortez. Like how that all went down.
I don't know. Them timelines don't match up. Like it's
weird. Yeah. Like he definitely had to have both of them at the same time.
So what I'm guessing is just guess. What I'm guessing is he was with his now wife. They broke up. Then he went and was doing his own thing. Started messing with Tracy.
Yep.
And then his wife came back into the picture. All right, then, Docs.
See, Paradox.
His wife came back into the picture, and he was just like, "Man, I got to go back to my family."
Yeah.
And they broke up. I feel like that's what happened.
Ortega from the mean streets of LA.
I like Ortega though. I like him a lot. I don't know. I like Lopes too.
Yeah, I like both of them. Ortega's tough now. To take all the punishment he's taken in some fights, dude is definitely tough. Because the Volk fight, like he took a beating and then almost won the fight. And then the Max fight took a beating.
Yeah. I mean, that Max fight, when he grabbed his hands and was like, look, you got to do it like this. I was like, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. That is not right.
Which fight do you think will be the most boring on this card? I'm going to go with Aldana Norma Dumont. I think that one has the highest probability of it happening. Because honestly, yeah, I think that one's going to be the boring fight on the card. Because the Yasmin Yacht, that's a showcase fight. And then outside Raul Rosas, that's a showcase fight. And then the other fights are pretty good, in my opinion. Chad Hero, you didn't mess anything, man. We just chopping it up. Time when they showed that clip, I thought I was watching a show on TLC or something. I don't get all the Ortega hate. He seems like a good dude. I think some of that hate comes from him pulling out of 303. Probably has something to do with it.
Yep, I think so. Plus, he's got those pictures that are floating around where he doesn't look like he's in the best shape. But that picture that people are throwing around right now, that is from like way earlier. That's not the picture from now. So like the one where he has the braids, he's got the shorts on. That's not from now. He doesn't look like that right now. But people will see. They'll see.
Anakin, you can't wait for the press conference? Why? What you looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm curious what are you expecting? Because I don't know what you're gonna get. I don't know what you expect to get. Because you ain't gonna get nothing out this one.
Yeah. And I think they're gonna have everybody out there, but I don't really know what's gonna come of it though. The Fortnite thing to me makes me think he isn't locked in. Not really hating on him, though.
I don't know. I think that different people use different things to decompress. That might be his thing.
True. Very true. It's funny people can Ortega but love Conor, who's done horrible things. True.
Yeah, I've never been a big Conor fan. Never been a big Conor fan. Matter of fact, I'm trying to think of a fight where I was pulling for him to win.
Cowboy?
No, I'm a massive Cowboy fan.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say that. Oh, I know you're a big Dustin guy, so none of the Dustin fights. Habib, you were with Habib?
Mm-hmm. Chad Mendez. You know what? When he fought Dennis Seaver, that's about the only one. And it wasn't nothing against Dennis Seaver. It was just like, Dennis Seaver, you ain't gonna do nothing here. I think that's about the only fight that I was like, I hope Conor wins. But it was really, I hope he wins so the next fight he can lose.
The MMA community hate Brian Ortega because he is cool. Whenever someone actually chill exists in the MMA community, loves to tear them down. Anakin, when he finds out first, it's just going to be 3 of the last fights on the card. Sadly, they praise scums like Conor and John Jones. You're not wrong.
No, they're not great people. They're not good people. They can fight though.
Did you think Diaz would beat Conor in the first fight?
No, I didn't. And it wasn't that I thought that Conor was like leaps and bounds better than Nate Diaz. I felt like Diaz was kind of predictable. Like he's He's a volume striker who has good jiu-jitsu, who can't wrestle. And I don't know. I didn't think he was going to win that fight. I thought that Conor would find his chin, and he did.
Mm-hmm.
But Nate he don't go nowhere.
Well, that and Conor's power isn't the same when he's higher than 145. Just got one finish at 55, and that's Alvarez, right?
Oh, and Conor. I mean, not Conor, but Cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah, Cowboy, yeah.
But Cowboy, he finished him by ego. Because Cowboy, as soon as the fight is too big, Cowboy falls apart because he's already a mental midget, you know. And I hate to say that about my boy, I really do, but it's facts. So when he gets in these massive fights, you know, when he fought Nate Diaz, he shrunk. When he fought Jorge Masvidal, he shrunk. When he fought Ortega, he shrunk. Like, so it's just what happens. And I feel like it was very similar to what GSP did when he came back and he fought Michael Bisping. He kind of picked him. He was like, I'm gonna go up here at the right time. It was the same thing. Conor was like, and me pick the right person to come back against. That was the right guy. Big name. But you know, it's a very, very winnable fight.
Buckley versus Wonderboy would tell us if it's Wonderboy's time to retire. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think Buckley gonna fight smart, gonna wrestle, gonna grapple, right to a win. Because he's been I think even in his last fight when he fought the one guy in St. Louis, used a lot of wrestling and grappling.
He did. He mixed it up.
Yep.
Yeah. If he continues to do that, like, Buckley can be a problem in the division.
Imagine if Ortega loses, then announces his retirement in the cage. I don't think that'll happen. Because he's been talking about going up to 55. So
he's gonna go up to 55.
Yeah.
Even if he wins, he'll go up to 55. And I think that how he does in this fight is going to dictate where he fights at 55.
Yeah.
If he wins this, then he'll fight higher at 55.
I hope Ortega loses, but by sub, because I know he has 0 shot against Ilya, and Ilya will do him bad. Yeah, Ilya will. I think Max currently is the only dude at featherweight that can give Ilya a problem.
It feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely feels that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know who it ain't, and they trying to make that fight, you know, soon after this. Volkanovski. This ain't the one, man. This is not it. Matter of fact, I feel like Volkanovski, he might want to consider like taking 1 or 2 more and then being like, you know what, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got this social media thing kicking off. You know, he's on Fox over there in Australia. Like, just do that. Yeah. Just do that.
Buckley will smoke Wonderboy, in my opinion. He's been getting better and better. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Sharp, for sure. Like, he doesn't even look like the same guy that like got knocked out against Chris Curtis or lost to Kevin Holland. I wonder if Wonderboy regrets not taking the Gary MVP fight. He has to.
Yeah.
Has to.
But you know what? If he would have fought Gary
would have fought him the same way he fought MVP.
It wasn't the same thing.
Yep.
Now, I think that Wonderboy, his takedown defense is better than MVP's.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Who would you want Ortega to fight at 55? Sigma says Dariush or Fiziev. Bruh, Fiziev would do terrible things to Brian Ortega on the feet.
Yeah, he would. He's way too fast.
Yes, he would do very bad things to Ortega on the feet. I think I said Dariush would be a good fight for Patty. I think that's what I was talking to somebody about yesterday. Lopes doesn't have a chance at beating Ilya either because I see holes in Lopes stand up as he just marches forward like a man. Ilya will knock him out. Facts. Hop on the bandwagon now. Once O'Malley loses to Merab, he moves up. Then he beats Ilya. Mark my words. I don't know about that, Chad Hero. I don't know about that one.
Let's see.
I don't think Holloway gives Ilya problems. Hate to say it, but I think Ilya outpoints Holloway just like Alex did on the feet. Man, I honestly could see Ilya hurting Max on the feet because those combinations are nasty.
So power for power, you think Ilya has more power than Justin Gaethje?
I don't think he has more power than Gaethje, but I think his boxing is better and his punches are more crisp than Gaethje. And like with those combinations, like I think he can hit Max with something that he doesn't see coming in a combination.
I mean, and those are the ones that count.
Yep.
That's exactly what got Volk out of there. But I feel like the problem with Volk is he kept backing up straight. Like everything that he did when he was exiting the pocket, it was straight. And all Ilya was doing was adding one more punch to his combination.
Yep.
So every punch that he caught him with was after throwing a couple of punches that missed. So he when I say they missed, they probably weren't meant to hit the target. They were meant to move him where he wanted him to go.
Mm-hmm.
So it was perfect. But I don't think that Max does the same thing, and that's why I think that it's going to be different.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't. That's probably the most anticipated fight to me,
bro. That's the most anticipated fight, all of it for me, bro. I cannot wait for UFC 308. Cannot wait. Let's see. Man, the chat just flying. Where we at? Brown Ortega, Dan Hooker? Nah, I don't see that. I think Hooker's either gonna get Poirier or Gaethje.
I hope he gets Gaethje. I would rather him leave the Poirier fight where it was because that was such a perfect fight.
Yeah.
And it would really just be kind of dependent because like Dan, he does want a title shot. Poirier is like, I just want one more fight. So like, is that the fight that he wants? Even though he did mention Dan.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anyone Brown Ortega beats at 155 like at all.
Let me see.
Dariush?
He could be Dariush.
Mm-hmm. Patty?
He could be Patty. He could be Moicano.
Yeah.
He could be Gamrot. There's a few people he can beat.
To me, Gamrot looked better in the Dan Hooker fight than in previous fights, in my opinion.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Just not good enough.
Yeah. Watching that live, though, I did think Gamrot won watching that live, though. It was a really good fight, though.
No, I had it for Dan Hooker. I thought it was a close fight, though.
Let's see.
Oh. Anakin said, did you guys hear that Lima pulled out and Kennedy's Achuku and Kennedy is he's not fighting
Tafa. He's fighting Tafa. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. I mean, Kennedy can win that fight.
Mm-hmm.
But he can also get destroyed.
Yes, he can. Because he gets hit too. Did he just get finished in his last fight, I think?
Yeah, was it Justin? No, Junior got finished with the leg kicks, right?
Yep.
I feel like Justin lost too.
Yeah, both the Taffas just lost. Because Johnny Walker's brother beat one of them, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Walter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raul Rosas against Cameron Simon. I actually don't mind that. I kind of like that.
Wait, but Cameron, ain't he a flyweight?
Yeah, he is a flyweight. That's my bad. He's definitely a flyweight.
And the itty bitty one at that.
Yeah. No. He's a bantamweight because Peyton Talbot just destroyed him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He just looked like a flyweight.
Yeah, Peyton Talbot just looked huge in there with him, with like big brother hit him, dog. That's what that was.
Justin lost to Carl Williams. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, by decision. Got grappled for 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Simon is a bantamweight. You know what? When I think of Simon, you know what I think of? Dricus du Plessis. And I feel like when I first saw them, I was like, are they in a relationship? I thought they was together.
No, he's a small version of DDP without the power.
Ortega versus Gamrot would be good. It would be good.
Mm-hmm. Ortega, Jalen Turner. I think Jalen Turner pieced Ortega up.
Yeah, man, that's tall, dude. But I feel like Jalen Turner need to go ahead and make that move, go up to welterweight.
Yeah.
He's missed weight too many times for my taste.
I think he would do better at welterweight too.
Have you seen him spar against Hamzat?
No, I just saw the picture of them like next to each other. I was like, man, he is massive.
Dude, when they were sparring, like they looked like they were in the same division.
Yeah.
Toran, yeah, he do be cooking on a lot of stuff that he says. He's on point for sure.
Mm-hmm. He bring the energy in the chat.
Yeah. So Anakin said he felt bad for Simon after he took that L to Talbot. I didn't.
Bro, that was bad. That was bad, bro. Talbot just like he was in there just showing out on him for real. I think Ortega takes him down once and it's a wrap. Oh, against Jalen Turner? Yeah, I can see that too. I can definitely see that. Sam Patterson went from lightweight to welterweight and is now 2-0 at welterweight. Turner should do the move for sure. Bro, yes. For sure.
Sam Patterson big too.
Yeah, and he got knocked out bad at 155 by Ajmush.
Mm-hmm.
Like brutal knockout.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love Talbot Simon fight. It was beautiful.
It was like going into that. What Simon had like 1 loss or something like that. Talbot got defeated. I was like, man, I kind of hated that they were fighting at that point because I felt like it's almost like the Bo Nickel Joe Pyfer thing. When they're both coming up, I'm like, don't match them up too early. Let's just wait for a little bit and then we match them up. But regardless, it was a really high level fight. And you know, Simon, he's really good. He's really good. He's super under the radar.
He just was eating some brutal shots in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Turner definitely needs to move up. Yeah.
For sure. That's a video I probably need to do. Which fighters need to change weight classes? Because I got a couple to come to mind, and Jalen Turner is at the top of that list.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan Almeida, like first of all, I don't like him. Secondly, I think that he should be a light heavyweight.
Agreed. I definitely agree with you on that. Because first off, there's absolutely nobody down there that can wrestle.
Nope.
But Ankalaev, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
And then that division is so shallow, she could be in title contention in no time.
Easy. Easy. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, if you really like, if people just erase, you know, how you feel about Alex Pereira and the aura that he has, him against Jonathan Almeida, that's a tough fight for him.
Yeah, I don't think Alex makes that out of the first.
That's a really tough fight.
Because Almeida gonna shoot and then he get him down. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider Khalil a good pick? The odds on him are crazy high. I would. Absolutely. Like, I don't know, going into those title fights where everybody is on one side and like nobody gives the other side a chance. To me, that's when the upsets happen. And then, you know, you never know. Like Alex might go into that fight like overlooking Khalil too.
He better not.
I agree with you.
He gonna end up looking up.
Yeah, because Roundtree, bro, he is a finisher.
I mean, because if Izzy can knock him out with his heel on the fence, imagine what Roundtree could do if he connects clean.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. If Bilal pulled it off, then Khalil can. I think Bilal winning was more likely than. Let me back that back. Knowing how Leon fights and he just can't handle pressure and he needs that space, like at least for me, in like the first couple minutes of that Bilal fight, it was like, oh yeah, like Leon is not standing his ground and getting any respect at all in this fight.
Yeah, it feels like Bilal basically did what Kamaru did in those first 4 rounds before he got kicked in the mouth.
Yep.
Like,
facts.
He was just like, well, that was working. I'm just going to do that.
Yep.
And it worked. Not to mention you add in the extenuating circumstances of they fought in the middle of the night, and you know who knows what his sleep was like and all that. You know, I heard that he had a injury or whatever. Like, you know, Weston, you've been.
What's up, Westy? What's up, Westy? I see you. I'm never believing in Leon again. Bro disappointed tremendously. Yeah, you're right, Chair Hero.
Can't blame
100%.
Can't blame you.
Kobe versus Leon round 5 showed that a lot. Yeah, because that's when Kobe actually tried to wrestle.
Yeah, I'm done with Kobe. I never liked him anyway, but like I almost feel like he shouldn't even be ranked anymore. I ain't no almost. Like he shouldn't be ranked no more.
Yeah. I mean, if Roundtree does beat Alex, especially by KO, they're going to call it a fluke. Best believe Roundtree won't get his credit. I can see it.
If Roundtree knocks out Alex, you think they're going to give Alex an immediate title shot or an immediate rematch?
I think so.
Yeah.
Bro, after him like saving all these cars back to back, of course. I mean, he saved 295, 300, 303.
Yeah.
Like he's already done so much for the company, you know?
It's true. It's true. It's true. He definitely has. And if anybody would deserve it from that aspect, it would be him.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that Kobe is booked in November, but then I heard it was taken down. He's not fighting Dustin, bro.
You saw that? You saw that post?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Dustin ain't gonna fight him. He's not gonna fight him.
The only way Leon will get respect again is if he finishes Gary, not some snooze fest decision. True. If he finishes Gary, like he'll definitely be in a lot of people's good graces.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I don't think Kobe Dustin gonna happen either. Dustin is not about to do that.
No. 4 title fights in 11 months for Alex. That's a lot. It is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Who does Dustin fight next? I think there's a few options. I think Gaethje's one. Hooker's one. I think Connor is potentially one. And I don't know who another one could be. What about you?
I feel like the one that's the most likely is probably Dan Hooker. But I'll be honest, like I don't really want to see any of those fights.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight somebody that's not a rematch. And I don't know who that could possibly be. Because he's fought everybody in the top 5.
Yep. I'll tell you a stylistic matchup for Dustin I would love to see. I would love to see him against Fiziev. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Man,
it ain't gonna happen, but I would love to see it.
I would too. I would. That would be a really entertaining fight. The speed of Fiziev against the pressure of Dustin, like, and for Fiziev, that's another way to showcase who he is. Fighting another person from the violence triangle, like that. He definitely take the fight. 100%, he's taking the fight.
Oh yeah. I'm tired of seeing Dan Hooker fight in general. Gaethje, Hooker, and Dustin need to retire. They aren't who they used to be.
All right, so Gaethje and Dustin, I can kind of see where you're going, but at the same time, I don't see the amount of slippage that it feels like you're leaning towards. Gaethje lost to an all-time great in Max Holloway in their prime. Dustin, his last loss was to the champ. In a fight that most people counted him out of, that he actually gave a pretty good account of himself. Hooker just beat a dude in the top 5.
Yep.
And he's ranked the highest that he's ever been ranked in his career.
Dan Hooker looks the best right now he's ever looked. Because you got to think, he went through that war with Jalen Turner.
Yep. Yeah. I disagree. I think that Dan is on the rise. I hate that Dan would need to fight one of these dudes. That sucks for him.
Yeah. Ludwig Klein versus Dustin is one of my dream fights.
I mean, if Ludwig Klein ever makes it to UFC 5, then I see it there. He ain't never gonna fight Dustin.
That definitely happened in the real world.
Dustin way too big time. Way too big time. I don't. I'm looking at it, and Max Holloway is ranked number 9, right? So at lightweight, I feel like number 9 has, when he came into the rankings, I already felt that was too low. How you beat the dude that was ranked number 2, and you come in and you rank number 9? Where do you think Max should be ranked at lightweight?
Let me pull the rankings up real quick. Okay. Gaethje's at 3. I mean, you could make a case he could be at 2 or 3 because Oliveira's coming off a loss. Anakin, I just saw what you said. Joel Alvarez making waves. Yes, that's a serious dark horse right there in lightweight. I like Alvarez a lot. And even though Arman Tsarukyan finished him, he was in that fight much more than like the cut and the result was, in my opinion, anyway.
Joel Alvarez is good, but Mauricio Rufy.
Yes, that's another one. Me and Frankie were talking about him yesterday.
Like that dude there, man. He looked like he looks like how Conor thinks he looks.
Yeah, his striking to me is like, it looks as good as like O'Malley's striking looks, but in a 155 body.
Yeah, it's insane how good his striking is. Wait, let me go to Chad. He said, maybe I'm tweaking, but every time Gaethje and Hooker took punches in their last fight, it looks like they were being tased. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and I get what you're saying, but like I just didn't see where like Hooker, if that fight against Gamrot went any longer than it did, like I felt like he was prepared to go 5 rounds. Like he was able to take those shots and move forward and eventually make Gamrot crumble if it got there. So like I don't feel like Hooker is there. Now Gaethje, on the other hand, you know, we might honestly, if I were somebody that was close to Gaethje, I would be like, maybe you might need to take just one more and go get out of here. Maybe you need to talk to Dustin and be like, hey man, let's just go ahead and put one on for the fans. We both gonna leave. Let's just do that.
Yeah. I want to see Poirier fight Nate.
Man, Poirier would destroy Nate.
Yes, he would beat the brakes off Nate.
And he don't like him? Oh.
Ruffy got them Connor vibes. Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy we never got Dustin versus Ferguson in the way. Yes, it is kind of weird that we never got that. Super weird. Man, you know a fight that people sleep on a lot is Tony Ferguson versus Anthony Pettis. Like that was such a good fight. Such a good fight. People don't really talk about that fight very much, but that was really a fight. But I really don't want to see Nate Diaz fight anymore. I feel like he should go be with his family. Stop slapping people in public.
You know you're gonna fight somebody. We never got Dustin versus Beneil. I think Dustin will beat Beneil up bad.
Yeah, Beneil too slow, man.
Mm-hmm. Too slow.
I don't know what Beneil does at this point. Like, I mean, I think that he should fight Patty. I think that should be the fight. But it's almost like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Patty fights him, beats him, and gets to move into the top 10. Dude, Patty is 2 fights away from a title shot.
Bro, that's crazy to me. Because I was looking at the rankings and I was like, there's so many dudes in front of Patty that will destroy Patty, in my opinion. Let me pull these rankings back up real quick. So Patty's 15, Jalen Turner's 14. I think Jalen Turner kills Patty.
If he makes the weight.
if he makes the weight, correct. RDA at 13. I think Patty can win that fight.
Yeah.
BSD's at 12. I think BSD beats Patty. What you think about that matchup?
Ooh.
We got to think about BSD without staph.
Staph infection.
Yeah, without staph.
I think that fight is closer than people think.
Okay.
I think that BSD wins, though. I do think he wins.
Renato Moicano at 11. I think Patty can possibly win that fight. Then we got Max at 9. I think Max beats Patty. Faziev at 9. I think Faziev destroys Patty.
Yeah, he knocks him out.
Mm-hmm. Gamrot at 8. I think Patty could have a chance beating Gamrot.
Yeah, I think that's a closer fight than people think too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only, I mean, styles make fights. I think it's a style situation.
Yep. Benny's at 7. That's winnable. Chandler at 6. No, I think Chandler knocks Patty out.
I don't know who Chandler is anymore. I have no idea.
True. To be fair, you're very right. You're very right. Dude didn't fought in forever. Do you feel bad for Chandler after not taking any other fights and then just getting all this with Conor?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I feel bad for him. Now, that doesn't make the decision the right decision, but I still feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. He's banking on this big money fight, and it may never come. And I think that the UFC has given him some money, in the interim. I don't think that he's just out here just broke. But 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 I don't think that he's in the sport for money. I think that yes, that's an amazing byproduct, but I think he's in the sport to for the challenge and to the whole see you at the top thing. I think that's real in his mind. And
Yeah.
so the fact that he's not able to compete, like that's the part that really burns him up.
Yeah.
So and he's wasted the back end of his career.
I don't think Dariush Head really in the sport of MMA at this point, because he said in a recent interview he doesn't plan on fighting much longer. If he loses to Patty, I'm sure he retires. Yeah, I definitely see that.
Have you seen him like cornering people and coaching and stuff like that? Like he's already started.
Yep.
See, hold up.
Chandler has become a fitness influencer at this point. You ain't wrong.
For real. Chad Hero said he talked to you about this, but he thinks the Patty's the next Drekas, both huge, both unorthodox, and both have elite grappling.
And
I agree for the most. Well, kind of. I actually don't think that Drekas has elite grappling. I think he has surprising grappling. I don't think he's elite at anything. I actually don't think that he's elite at anything that he does. But I think he's good at a lot of stuff.
And I will say this though, I think his grit is elite. Yeah. Like he'll be tired, gassed, and he gonna keep fighting. He gonna keep getting through it. I think his will and his grit is elite.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'll give him that.
Ilya is ranked higher than DDP in pound for pound. What do you think of that? I like it.
I don't like it.
You don't? Why not?
Ilya hasn't defended his belt yet.
True. But to be fair, I mean, he did have to wait for Max. I mean, Max just fought in April and was in a war.
True. But it's that same thing. I can't give you credit for anything that you haven't done yet.
True. How do you think Khamzat does versus DDP? I'll let you take this one first.
I think that's when we'll really see the size difference. Because obviously Khamzat is a person that came up from welterweight. Even if he struggled to make the weight, when he did, he made the weight. I don't think the DDP at any point would have ever made welterweight. And so I think that size is going, and the fact that he's, going to want to get into grappling exchanges, it's not going to go the way he thinks it's going to go. But I think that Khamzat has a chance. It's not that he doesn't have a chance or anything like that. He's obviously put on some size, but I still think that DDP finds a way. That's really what it comes down to. He's going to find a way.
Yeah. So I like Khamzat, but seeing him get bigger and putting on more muscle, I think that's only gonna hurt his cardio. And I don't think he's learned how to manage his cardio yet, because it's just all gas in the first round, and he's just like trying to get guys out of there. And if he can't do it, it's at that point it's pretty much like, all right, we got to hold on. But I'm very excited for the Whitaker fight, though. Khamzat felt the size different versus Gilbert. He'll feel it way more against DDP. Yeah, you're right, Dark Psychology. You're definitely right. And Chandler isn't getting any younger. The man is 38 years old, 39 in April of next year. Yeah. And it goes very fast, too. Chad Hero says DDP was a welterweight. I think he was in another promotion. Yeah, right.
When he fought at KSW, but that was in 2019.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The last time that he was a welterweight Jorge Masvidal was fighting for championship belts. So
that's crazy.
Long time ago.
Gilbert Burns took it to Hamza. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Do you think that in that fight, did we see prime Gilbert Burns?
Yes, that was prime Gilbert Burns, in my opinion. And I think Hamzat having the aura going into that fight and being the monster everybody like thought he was, like, is what brought that out of Gilbert.
Yeah. I feel like that was the last time we saw Gilbert striking the way that he did. Like even when he beat Jorge had slipped quite a bit. And so he didn't need to be that type of Gilbert to beat him. And so I think that was the last time that we saw prime Gilbert Burns, and we'll never see that guy again.
Yeah. Anakin says Cal versus DDP would be interesting. That's a good call. That's a really good call.
That's the one I want to see.
That's a really good call.
I think that he can beat him. I think he can beat him.
Same. I think so too. I think Cal is pretty much kind of similar where everywhere he's got skills.
Yeah.
And I don't see DDP having an advantage over Cal anywhere.
Nope. Thoughts on Masvidal Sterling? I got to get my no-dose ready. Put on a pot of coffee. Just to try to stay awake to get through it. But I think if Masvidal is able to keep it from being a grappling fight, I think he can outstrike Sterling.
Yeah, I can see that too. I think if it's grappling, it's just gonna be a push, honestly.
Yeah.
Matthew, what's going on? Good to have you in here.
Oh my goodness. Sam Hands of Stone Stout said he's looking to make a return back to the UFC. He can come back. He can come back anytime he wants, as long as he buy a ticket and sit out there with everybody else. That's it.
Oh, I did see Kevin Lee say he would fight on Dana White Contender Series to get back into the UFC.
I saw that as well. That's like going down to the G League when you used to be an all-star.
Yep.
And what if you lose? Oh, it's terrible. The way Masvidal handled versus Allen was impressive. It was, man. I was impressed by the diversity in his game. I think a lot of people compare Masvidal just kind of being where he is in featherweight to where Gamrot was at lightweight. And I feel like Masvidal is a little bit more well-rounded than Gamrot. They're similar, but he's a little bit more well-rounded, and he showed that against Arnold Allen. And I was going like I think very, very highly of Arnold Allen, very highly.
Same.
But Masvidal, he showed me a lot in that fight.
Kevin Lee is like Conor Reeves in The Replacements.
Yeah, I feel bad for Kevin, man. Things just when he was 25 and he was like about to fight Tony Ferguson for the interim belt, I was like, man, this dude, he was one of the people that I thought would be an interesting fight for Khabib during that time. I didn't think that he would win, but I thought it would be an interesting fight. And boy, that boy slid all the way back. It fell all the way apart from him.
Kevin Lee versus Tony too.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I'm down. Shoot. If Eagle FC was still around, shoot, that is a. But Tony's not gonna do no business with Khabib. And Khabib is not doing business with Tony. So I can't believe Tony Ferguson be on Twitter calling out Khabib still. Like, man, you gotta let that go.
Yeah. How smart did Habib say, or how smart did Habib look when he said Tony Ferguson's finished after he lost to Gaethje? He was like, yeah, he'll never be the same.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Isley training Kevin Lee. Oh man.
Ron Isley training Kevin Lee. Dark Psychology. Yeah, I actually I have that video up on my channel. And thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're in the mood to keep subscribing to things, jump over to Making the Walk and subscribe over there too.
Definitely. You gotta enjoy the editing over at Making the Walk, man. Top notch editing. I gotta tip my hat to you.
Yeah, we do a couple things. Jalen Turner is kind of similar to Lee, a guy wasted potential.
Yes. I honestly think Turner can get it back if he just go up to 170.
He just got to go up to 170. That's really all it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what it comes down to, because he spent all his time dieting.
Yep.
You spend all your time doing that, you're not focused on, improving your techniques. See, Kevin Lee looked in shape when he was with Eagle and fought Diego Sanchez. That fight, if Kevin Lee was who Kevin Lee said he was during that time, that fight should have never been that close. That fight went to decision. And Diego Sanchez coming off the what's his name, Joseph Fabia situation, being super zesty, like that's not a good training camp. And Kevin Lee should have watched him, but instead he took him to decision. So that let me know everything I needed to know. And then when he came back into the UFC and got matched up with Renat Fakhretdinov, like, please, lost in impressive fashion.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Kevin Lee would have been a big beneficiary if there was a 165-pound division.
He'd have been,
and 170 was 175.
Right, he would have been right there. Is a potential champion. Right there. During that time, Cowboy would have been in that mix too.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe probably would have went down there. Like, that would have been a really dope division.
I don't think 170 will necessarily help Turner either. The guy is done, no matter the weight class. How old is Jalen Turner? Let me look that up.
He ain't that old, is he? He got to be, 32 or something like that? Let me see.
I don't even think. Let me see.
Nah, he's 29.
Bro, Jalen Turner still got time, dog.
He ain't that old. He just can't. He cannot stay at this weight class. Somebody need to tell him.
Yeah. Barry Gordy is Kevin Lee's manager now. It would be cool. Had a nice MMA camp associated with Motown Records. Matching with us cold-blooded. They could have done Mickey Gall or Preston Parsons versus Kevin Lee, but they really had to give Lee Renat. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he would have had a better chance against one of those two. But Mickey Gall might have beat him. I don't know. The way he looked, and Mickey Gall ain't never been good.
Yeah, Mickey Gall just takes shots.
Yes, lots of them.
And get cut and start bleeding all over the place. People don't remember Turner fought Vicente Luque at 170 at UFC 229. Bruh, you own it, bro. You got them jewels.
That was when Vicente Luque was still Vicente Luque.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy, that's Vincent Luque. He's an older gentleman now. He's more established. He's got things going on. He's got a mortgage. He doesn't care about fighting the way that he used to. But No, you're right. At 229, like that was a different situation. 229 was so long ago.
That was 2018, man. Jalen Turner was what? How old? 23?
Yeah. He still got time. He still got time.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's got to get out this division. This ain't the one. I mean, you look at like Moicano. He used to be a 145er. When he came up to 155, like he started to get more groove. I still don't think he's a good striker, but he's more comfortable at this weight class.
Yeah. Luque quitting versus Buckley was hard to watch. Yeah, man, when you got a brain bleed, bro, like it's hard for you to be that killer again. You know?
Yeah. See, Luque was 27 years old at the time. Like it's different guy. It's a different guy.
Is Ode Osborne the first fight on a Noche card? Inconsistent, but got flashes of a Nah, Raul Rosas is the first fight on the card.
But Ode is the first one on the main card.
Yeah, he's the first fight on the main card.
Is Luque still fighting Diaz? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought they can. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I don't know.
That would have happened already, right? I thought that was supposed to be like the middle in the Middle East.
Sanhagen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. You know what, Toron? I don't know if you on Twitter, on Instagram, or whatever, but like you should start a series of a lot of people forgot, and then just throw a fight where two people fought. That's a good series, dog. You should do that. I ain't gonna steal that idea. That's yours.
For real, bro. Like he just been dropping them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good one though. But yeah, Moicano, man, when he was at 145, he was forgettable. I can't even remember what his nickname used to be. But when he changed to Money Moicano, he's a different guy.
Yep. And then got on the mic, got them skills. Like, hey, I gotta be entertaining. I gotta be entertaining.
Yeah, he's one of the most entertaining people on the mic.
Yep.
In the whole UFC.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he fighting in 2 weeks in Paris.
If he didn't talk like he does, there's no way he would have gotten this
nope
main event.
Not at all.
Nick Diaz, Tony Ferguson rumor for UFC 311 in January. For what? I believe it. I think Tony wins that fight. I think Tony wins. I take Tony
against Nick.
Yeah, I take Tony.
Man, a buddy of mine went to a grappling something last weekend and said he ended up. Yeah, he ran into Nick Diaz. Matter of fact, I was out at a bar for UFC 293, and Nick Diaz showed up at the bar.
That's crazy.
True story. True story.
That's wild. I believe it though. I can definitely see him hanging out at a bar for sure.
I always see Ruben Carter saying rumors. Yeah, I see that all the time on Twitter.
I don't believe nothing Ruben Carter says.
And don't even follow the dude. And yeah, I see all his tweets.
Yeah, I don't believe that dude. Hey, we ain't even talked about it. Did you see the Shannon Sharp thing?
You know I saw the Shannon Sharp thing, bro. I literally was in tears laughing at that yesterday, bro. Like the internet made so many memes and clips up, bro. It was hilarious. And then I watched a little bit of Nightcap last night.
I watched it too. Yeah,
bro, hilarious. Did you see? He's already got shirts out for it. You see that too?
Shirts.
He got shirt, bro. He had shirts out last night. He got a deal with the ED company. It ain't Viagra, but it's another. Yep, already got that out, bro. One of my homies, man, said it was staged.
I don't think it was staged.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, he like, bro, ain't no way like the shirts got made today.
Yeah, it is. You pay enough money, they'll make them today.
That's what I was thinking.
That was that. I think it was real. I think it was an accident. And I think he capitalized on.
Absolutely.
Only thing that I was worried about was his ESPN check and what Stephen A was gonna say. Stephen A, I haven't seen Stephen A say nothing. But as long as the ESPN money coming in, like it's all laughs and giggles to me. Like, because it was funny. It was funny.
He said when he got his phone, he called his agent and then he called ESPN. Did you hear him when he said when Cat Williams called him? He said, yeah, like I was looking at my phone, Cat Williams called me. He was like, Cat, what's going on? He said, man, you want to know the first thing Cat said when he got on the phone? You ain't gay today. Oh man.
Ocho was talking about I'm just glad it was Michelle and not Michael.
Yep. And then Ocho was like, yeah, I ain't ever heard you talk like that before. Like, I know you was doing your thing, but we gotta work on your cardio. You was breathing kind of hard. You shouldn't have been breathing like that.
Now, that whole situation was hilarious to me. Yeah. I couldn't wait to get, and I don't never go on like I'll watch Nightcap like afterwards, watch clips or whatever. But for that one, I was like, man, I know I'm normally in the MMA streams, but let me jump into this one real quick because this is gonna be funny. That was hilarious.
I think that's it right here.
I'm thinking Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm thinking K. Michelle.
It ain't gonna work.
I'm thinking
oh yeah, the background.
I'm trying to think of other Michelles that I would know and think of that of somewhat of a high tier, top tier, high caliber type women that you would give an opportunity to bungee jump in like that. And bungee jump in. That you were saying, what was I saying, Ocho? What was I saying? I ain't hear. You was like, you gonna take this dick. Now, I ain't never heard you talk like that. Now, what we do got to work on is ain't nothing wrong with your hips, but we got to work on your cardio. Because you're breathing heavy. You shouldn't be breathing that heavy. You shouldn't be breathing that heavy. So we got to work on your cardio. So Ocho, when you lift weights, we got to get you on the cardio. Ocho, but you got first. Ocho, real talk. Ocho, your boy, hey. Ocho, I was already knee deep for about 25. Right. I mean, you were kind of short too in there too, huh? I mean, you was about what, a minute by yourself? Oh no. No. Hey, this ain't no YouTube short.
It's a full feature. Bruh, I was literally in tears laughing at that last night, bro.
Man, no, that whole situation was funny, man. And they clowned on it for a while. Now, you're right, Teron. That don't mean that, that don't necessarily mean that he ain't. But, I mean, that was a little victory lap for him. That was a little victory lap. I like Shannon Sharp. I've always liked Shannon Sharp. I like Sterling Sharp more, but I like Shannon Sharp as a personality, and I was just hoping that it didn't mess up his money. That's really all it came down to me.
Yeah. That was pure comedy.
Heck yeah. But yeah, man, I gotta jump off of here. I gotta go be a parent for a little while.
I got you.
But everybody that's on, if y'all haven't subscribed to both of the channels, y'all make sure y'all do that. I know I don't know. Are you gonna be out and about on Saturday to watch the fight? Or are you gonna be at the crib? Because me and Frankie are doing a watch along on Saturday.
I am going out. I'm going out watching it with some homies on Saturday, but we definitely gonna have to make that happen for sure. We could definitely do that in the future. Definitely,
cool.
Definitely. And everybody in the stream, I'm going live tomorrow night for LFA, and just chopping it up more about UFC 306. And if you ain't subscribed to either one of us, make sure to get on that. And it's always great having you on, man. You like the MMA Jedi.
I've been around. That just means I'm old. That's all it really is. I'm just old. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it, man. You have a good one, and the next time you live, man, I'll definitely be over there in your chat for sure.
For sure. Same thing. All right, y'all.
All right. Have a good one, everybody.